What I want to do this little segment during my stream. I want to do a book review. I like to do book reviews. Never done one before. So I started reading about, I would say maybe 2 years ago or 1 year ago. In my whole life, a lot of relatives, a lot of family, and so today I'm going to show you the books that I've recently bought. I won't do the whole collection of my books. I might do that one day, but today I'm just going to do a couple of books that I bought in the previous weeks. So I'm not going to go in order of what I bought. So book number one, The Alchemist. Now, The Alchemist is a very fun little kid book. I think it was mostly made for like kids. It's about basically this kid that wanders through life. He's a shepherd with sheep who has a dream. It's pretty much a book about life, this boy's life, and how to find a purpose in life, and how to find what you love, and how to, mold the various moral obstacles you have in life to get through your goal. And it's just about a boy who tries to get his goal in life in the desert to get to the pyramids in Egypt. I really explained it really badly, but it's a really good book. It's a book pretty much about life. Now, the second book that I haven't read yet, it's called Mouse. There's 2 tomes. This is the first tome. So Mouse 1, it's basically about, Mouse 1 and 2, it's about World War II. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but it's kind of fictional. Well, there's fucking cats and fucking mice, so probably it is. But it's about mice and cats in World War II, but it's very serious. It's not like fucking, woohoo, we're gonna fucking die and shit. No, it's about, World War II in Poland, I believe. Yeah, in Poland, right here. And what's really the interesting concept about this book is that the Jews are represented as mice and the Germans are represented as cats, which is, really interesting because cats like to chase after mice. So it's a very interesting concept. Second book. It's The Killing Joke, a Batman series. Sorry about the glare. It's The Killing Joke. It's about, it was a very interesting comic. I didn't like it that much. Oh, it started. So The Killing Joke is basically about how it's just another, it explains how the Joker was made. It's a little short in my opinion, but I don't know. It's not that complex. Like, I love books that fucking blow my mind, and this book didn't blow my mind. It's just about how, well, I won't spoil it, but the Joker buys a carnival and kind of tortures his victims, and he brings Batman and all that. Now, another really interesting book is The Adventure Zone. Now, The Adventure Zone, it was the first book. It was there's 3 tomes, and the 4th one coming on pretty soon. It's pretty much a D&D book. Like, it's a comic, beautiful illustrations, and it's pretty much these 3 characters. It's like a priest, a mage, and a warrior, who basically they kind of make fun of D&D. Like, you say shit and fuck. They don't talk like, oh, I will get the ring that rules them all, and I shall worry through the kingdom. Now it's more like, hey man, fuck this shit. Am I gonna get XP for this shit? Like, it's very funny. And at first it wasn't really funny, but as I read, it became funny. It became funnier and funnier, and it was a really good book. So I'm gonna to continue my book review. I wanted to. So the next book is called this book. It's The WoW Chronicles. There's 3 volumes. Can you guys hear me? Hold up. Wait, it's kind of distracting. So this is a book about World of Warcraft, how the World of Warcraft started, because I've always wanted to understand WoW lore a lot more. And there's a lot of like weird references, and because of Pandaria, and there's a lot of canon content that isn't necessarily related to the core of the game. So to my understanding, up to Northrend, it's pretty accurate, like up to Wrath. But the Chronicles book, they try to tie in pretty much all the expansions and all the lore and all the things that happen in WoW up to this very moment into 3 books. And this book really explains like the very basics of how WoW started. Like not even Arthas, not even fucking like how the Horde got created, like very basic, like how even like the elementals came into the game, how like gnomes are created, like how the earth was created and shit like that, because apparently Azeroth used to be like one continent. And it's very big, but it's beautifully illustrated. It's very easy to read, and the text is kind of like this. It reads a very nice read, and I'll show you some more illustrations about this book that are very nice. Like every chapter, there's different chapters. Let me see. Actually, I'll show you like this. Like this. You know, every chapter is like beautiful illustrations like this. It's very beautiful. And then my next book. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, my next book. So Chris, World of Warcraft. They're supposed to come out with also because there's a lot of books by like Hesse, like this woman writer. Why does my beard look all white? She wrote a lot of books, but her books are more like various events, like Ashbringer, the Siege of Orgrimmar, and things like that. So World of Warcraft, or they're gonna release comic books, like an official comic book that has all the comics in it, pretty soon, like in October. And I think there's also gonna be 3 volumes, like the Chronicles, but it's gonna be more visually interesting. And this book is more about it's called Blizzard Legends, actually. Pretty funny. I didn't know. But it talks these types of books, this is the comic book, very also very beautiful, kind of like this. And it talks about Logosh right here. He's basically the first. This is very early too in WoW lore. This is basically the first king of Stormwind, Logosh, aka Endwind something, or not Urin something, with Brol, I think, and Valera, and that's Rengar. And essentially this book is about how the king of Stormwind comes back to Stormwind. Yeah, so I'm not going to explain much more about it.